Welcome everyone to this channel, Blossoming Souls. Thank you so much for being here. Today is Sunday, November 12th, and I am honored and happy to be here with you, for you, on this journey with you. And as a lot of you know, it is my calling to be a messenger, to be a spiritual guide, to bring forth spiritual messages to you, to help you on your path, on your journey, in your growth. It is a beautiful energy right now that I feel that is coming in for all of us, that is here for us. And I kept hearing the word strength as I was meditating. And yesterday I felt this energy coming in. I felt this interesting energy that was sort of this I've got you type of energy. Like, not just I've got you, but it's like a heaven sent, a heavenly, some sort of strong grip on all of us. And it's almost like when a baby is newborn, wrapped in blankets, and they can't move. I always thought to myself, how can they stand that feeling of not moving? But it feels like Spirit is saying, I've got you. Nothing can destroy you. Nothing can hold you down. I'm here for you in the energy of love, patience, kindness, joy, prosperity. I am here for you. And so today, on this Sunday, I feel a very strong energy in my heart space, a very almost sentimental energy in my heart space. It is connection with somebody, it is connection with animals. I see horses in particular for some reason, but it is an interesting energy that is like, I've got you. And I just keep saying that because that's what I'm feeling, that's what I'm hearing. I've got you. And it will be interesting to see if somebody's energy that is passed on is coming through, because it almost feels like that too. But this grip that I feel, like that baby swaddled in those blankets, that always amazed me, that it's what makes them feel comfortable, like they're protected, and they are in some sort of security, some sort of energy that makes them feel secure. And so that's how I feel today, this morning. That's what I feel. This energy is so strong that I woke up at 3 o'clock in the morning, of course, because I was feeling just this overwhelming support. And let's get into this a little more, but I want to first, let's do a little breathing. And by the way, I'm going to start doing some guided meditations on my channel. I think I've done one so far. I recorded another but didn't release it yet. But I'm going to be doing those more and more, because I feel like as we move along on this journey, there's messages for us, but sometimes we don't always know how to get to where we need to be. And so I believe that the guided meditations will help us to understand and to bring in more of that energy with these messages, to help us facilitate where we need to go and what we need to do. And so before we begin doing any cards, let's take a moment to breathe in and out through your nose and out of your mouth, to clear the energy, to clear and make way for these messages that are so important to our growth and well-being. Just close your eyes for a sec and let the peace saturate your being. Let this light burn off energies that are not right for us. Pardon me. Stay in that energy, in that light. Let's give a word of thanks to Spirit, to your divine Creator, for bringing these messages, for helping us to facilitate our growth, expand our wisdom, and heighten our intellect. Thank you, Spirit, for being here today. Thank you for bringing these messages of love and light to all of us. Okay. I felt led to see what the cards say. I'm going to start with The Sacred Forest by Denise Linn. Okay. There's all these are sacred cards. This is Sacred Destiny that I'm going to be looking at. Okay. And then there's the Sacred Traveler. So yeah, it's a sacred theme, isn't it? The only one that's not of that group is Divine Guidance from Your Angels. Okay? They have a lot to say. They have a lot of love to give. So, I'm feeling and sensing a need for a great big reassuring hug that comes from a place of security, of divine, I'm hearing importance, of something greater than us, and that is our divine Creator. So I'm feeling and hearing some sort of almost a childlike request to hold us and hug us and tell us it's all going to be okay. It's all going to be okay, even when we feel it's not. The first card that picked us is the Bluebell Fairy, and that is gratitude. This being, this magical being, many of you love fairies, and it feels very much like this being of energy is here to say, it's not just one thing that facilitates our growth and brings us closer to our spirit, to our energy, to our higher self, to our divine Creator. It's not just praying. It's not just doing a good deed. It's not just it feels like some of us forget to find something we're grateful for. And this message from this fairy, this energetic being of lightness, is telling us it is of the utmost importance that you find something every day. Find a silver lining. Find grace in the presence, in the midst of your situation, of your circumstances. It is with a greater understanding of how this works, this spiritual growth, this spiritual path. It is with a greater understanding that we move forward with strides of certainty, of faith. It is with a higher knowledge. And when I say higher knowledge, I mean a higher spiritual, higher level, higher energy of knowing how close we all are to our divine path, to our divine creator. But yet sometimes there's a wall that sort of separates us from moving forward. And that wall, if it had words on it to describe what holds us back, I feel like we would understand more. That really, is all of that really holding me back? Are we caught up in a world of judgment and dishonesty and distrust, hatred? There's so much of that out there, but that's what separates your inner being, your light, your energy from the world. And so when you think about that wall that's up, separating you from forward movement, are you going to allow that? Or are you going to submit to stagnant energy, staying in that negativity? This message is not meant to be a shame on you, you're letting yourself stall out. It's not like that. This message is about finding the key, owning the key, unlocking that door to walk through that wall. It's as if sometimes we see a mountain in front of us, that mountain being jobless, not much money, all of the things that stifle and hold us back, all the things that keep us distracted from our own inner faith, our own inner light. But that mountain is as far-reaching as you can see. There's no way around it. There's no way over it. When you're in those situations and you feel distressed and distraught, like there's nowhere else to go. I'm not seeing what I need to do. This mountain is huge. I'm not seeing the way out. But suddenly, a message, a vision, something comes to you where you suddenly see a glimmer, something shimmering in the sunlight, and you realize, there's my key. It's not about going over, around, under. It's about going through, unlocking the door to the passage that brings me to where I need to be. I heard a story very similar to that one time, and it has never left me because it's so symbolic of how that mountain can be life sometimes. But that mountain can also represent you. Finding that key to unlock a door to the passageway, to your forward movement. And how we got from gratitude to that, I don't know. But I honor and respect that message of gratitude. To be grateful for things that we don't think we have. To be grateful for our divine creator having that much faith in us. To be grateful for having the ability to unlock your door, to unlock the cell to your imprisonment, to move forward, resting assured that you are protected along the way. Thank you, fairies. Thank you, guides. This journey it's sometimes unexplainable. And as I've said before, sometimes we have to feel our way through. Do we have the key? We do. What's on the other side of that door? Sometimes we don't know. But we have to allow ourselves to walk through it and to feel our way through, to know that we are in the flow. And funny that I should say that because this card popped out. Meandering pathway. Sometimes we feel like our path is meandering. We don't know. Let me tell you, I've been known to get these cards. I've been known to get lost. My kids will tell you. They laugh sometimes because I've gotten lost in the forest before, but it never stopped me from going back because it's what I love to do. But it's a scary feeling when you don't know where the way out is. It's when you calm down, you relax, you breathe. That's when you find your way. And that's what it feels like to me with these messages. It feels like this meandering path is, they just don't want to stay up, do they? That's okay. This meandering path isn't a scary thing. It is meant to slow you down, to understand that this is not a time for panic. It is a time for trust, a time to feel your way through to the other side, to where it is you need to be, to feel your way through a transition, a breakthrough, an ascension, to endure and have faith in times that aren't the greatest, knowing that what's on the other side far outweighs what you've been going through. It's not easy sometimes, I know that. We have the Wild Rose Fairy, and the message is love. This energetic being brings forth the gift of love. We've gotten some great gifts from this message so far. Gratitude, love. This is, to me, it feels very secure, like you can have faith and trust this. This message of love is being sent to you. And some of you may feel it deep within yourselves. You may feel it, a loving gesture. You may see a loving gesture from someone else. You may hear a song that stirs something in your heart. Whatever way you receive this love, it is a gift. It is a blessing to remind you you are love, and you are loved by the highest, most sublime energy, your divine creator. Some of you may receive some sort of love offering from someone, and I feel like it will bring you to your knees to be thankful for such a gift. Let's see what else we have, fairies. Sacred forest. What else is in the sacred forest? Yeah. So, thicket of thorns, uncertainty, right? So think about a rose. I love roses. I have roses in front of my house, and they're beautiful. Every year they bloom, and it seems like every year they're different colors. But here's the thing. You can't just pick a rose because there are thorns, right? And if you look at how the thorns are up the stalk leading up to the rose. And I feel that it's for protection. And so this thicket of thorns, Spirit is saying, are you looking at this situation like, much like the mountain? You can't get, how am I trying to say this? You can't get to the rose safely because the thorns are in the way. Are you looking at your situation like all of these thorns that are in the way are preventing you from a beautiful life? Or are you seeing these thorns as they're merely nature's way of protecting this beautiful rose? Are you seeing these thorns as something in your life like rejection or something that's a no? You're seeing something beautiful that you want to get to, but you can't get to it because these things are in the way. Rejection is protection. Something is protecting you from getting to something that you desire because there's something better for you. Okay? If that makes any sense. What else, guys? Anything else from this deck? Yeah. What I was hearing this morning, strength. Ancient oak spirit. Look at that beautiful tree. The big oak. It reminds me of the tree of life. That ancient oak spirit. That solid. If you look at oak trees, and any tree in fact, they are so amazing because they stand tall. They weather the storms through every season, some of them for hundreds of years. Spirit is here to say you have another gift coming to you, and that is strength. Here is the energy of strength for you to move forward, to not stay stuck. So what if there's thorns? Maybe that direction wasn't right for you. Find the strength to pick yourself up and move yourself forward, to move on. There is a divine timing. There is a divine place. There is a divine something for you that's waiting for you to understand all of everything that goes into spiritual growth, manifestation. It is all about understanding that all of these things play a part in unlocking your door, your imprisonment, gratitude, love, strength. It is all there for you, within you. That Spirit is reminding you, here it is. We're going to kind of put it in your face so that you know. And here we have growth. Don't you worry that things aren't the way you feel, that things aren't the way they should be, because you're traveling on your path. You are traveling into something greater. But that something greater is a result of you working with your divine creator, with yourself, with the universe. You're coming into a greater, broader knowledge of something more spiritual, more wise. It's almost as if something hits you like a lightning bolt over your head. Aha! It's an aha moment. One more tree here, and that is the maple. Generosity. If you look at how beautiful, I don't know about you, but where I am in New England, when the leaves turn, the maples are gorgeous. That beautiful red, vibrant color that they give, or whatever colors they give, it almost is breathtaking. It actually is for me, because I appreciate nature so much. But this giving energy, this energy of the great maple, is here as a gift to all of us. This generosity, this generous giving of all of these blessings today is here for all of us. Because we all have a purpose for being here. Whether you think so or not, you are special. You are here for a reason. Not to stay stuck behind a mountain. Not to wallow in self-pity or fear or anxiety or any of those things. We are here for a reason. Look what comes to us now. Success. Springing to life. Springing into something beautiful. Because we have learned along the way. I say this all the time. We don't know how special we are. We don't realize sometimes because we get caught up in our world of we get caught up in the world of drama, criticism, anger, all of those negatives. Excuse me, just dropped something. Let me just take a message from the Sacred Destiny cards from Denise Linn once again. It's the P word, patience. You know, when people hear the word patience, or they hear somebody say, a reader, we got the patience card, it doesn't always mean that you're not getting your wish. It doesn't always mean anything about your wish. This card right here, right now, this patience card, represents our journey to not push, to not try to get to the finish line without going through taking the steps you need to take. This is all about the journey, guys. And yes, there are rewards along the way. But this card to me goes right along with flowing with, feeling your way through, trusting that there is these are not going to work here, are they? Do it like that. Sorry, guys. Didn't plan that out very well. Trusting that there is a beautiful outcome for you. Do I know what that is? No. We're not always shown the outcome. We're not always shown a timeline. But we are to have faith, and we are to practice along the way our spiritual growth. What else, guys? And there's the big T word, trust. Trust in your journey. Trust and have faith in yourself, in your guidance. Have faith in your path. Your mountain isn't meant to hold you back. It isn't a dead end. Didn't get the job? Let me tell you, I interviewed for a position a couple times recently. They called me in for a second interview, and I was almost certain that I had the job. And then I got the call that they decided to go with someone else. It was between me and someone else. And, you know, my first thought was, and my feeling, rejection is protection. It was for my highest good. But then I started feeling, I was talking to someone who knew that I was in this situation, going for this job. And this person said to me, didn't mean to be negative, but this person said, wow, that's really, you know, it kind of sucks that they called you for a second interview, led you to believe that you were in the top choice, and then they pulled it out from under you. And for a moment I wobbled because I was feeling rejected, and rejection, as we all know, hurts sometimes. But as I was into meditation, my prayers, and trying to cleanse my energy, I was actually doing a guided meditation at the time where I realized, be thankful. Yes, it took time out of your schedule to go interview for this job. And yes, you did get your hopes up. But that's okay. Because something better will come. And so this card, trust, is all about having faith in the process. So I got rejected. So they weren't what I was looking for. Okay. Thank you for the opportunity. But I'm sure something better is coming along for me. Because that's just the way things go. No bitterness. None of that. Just feeling my way through. Okay? Is there anything else from the Sacred Destiny card deck? I don't think there is. Please and thank you. Okay. Interesting that stillness came up again. It came up last time, I think, in one of the pick a card readings. This swan. Look at this beautiful swan in the night sky with all the stars. And this swan is just comfortably floating along on the water in her comfort zone, or his. Just knowing that's nature flowing. In the stillness of the night, this swan feels secure. This is where she belongs. This is her home. Home is where the heart is. In the stillness of the night, she glides happily, knowing that even in the darkness, she's going to be okay. Thank you, guys. That beautiful message. What else? Sacred Traveler. Okay. There is one more from the Sacred Forest card on the bottom of the deck that kind of got my attention, so I'm going to show you it. Wisdom. So many blessings and gifts being shared with us today. And the card of wisdom pops out to get our attention. What else, guys? There's so many positive cards coming out. It's just funny. Okay, you know how we just saw the swan? Let me see if I can get that for you. This swan card, patience, right? Or, sorry, stillness. Well, we just got Journey by Midnight. Believe in magic. How amazing is that? Journey by Midnight. Believe in magic. Feeling your way through, guys. Trusting in the darkness. Trusting in those travels or chapters in our lives where they're not the best. But we have to have faith that they're temporary. Because this whole journey is all about the journey. Right? Hold the course. Stay. On your course. Stay in your lane. Stay in faith. Stay focused. On your faith. And faith in your divine creator. Faith in the universe. Faith in your journey on your path. Sometimes things in life hurt us, but it can't cripple us. We cannot let it. Believe me, I've been through it. And you all know. that it's one of the hardest things is to lose your child. But if I can pick myself up and move forward in my spiritual and physical life, so can you. What else, guides? You are exactly where you need to be. Stay the course. You'll know when it's time to move in a different direction. You'll know. And there are times when you might be surprised by something that the universe gives you. And it'll be a good surprise. Anything else? Take your first step. Begin now. Take your first step to releasing fear, releasing that wall in your way, moving it out of your way. I remember there was something from, I think Jesus said in the Bible, I believe, if you have the faith of a mustard seed, you can move mountains. And we need to apply that and believe that. I might even put that sticky note on my monitor at work to remind me every day that I am bigger. I am that mountain. I can move it if I want to. I am the fire. I am the flame. I am the inferno. It takes practice, guys, to be in that faith, to have that strength to move mountains. It's time to release any fears, any doubts. It's time to build that strength. It's time to open up that heart and feel that love. It's time to gain that wisdom. And so, here, funny, this is on the bottom of the deck. Opening up to your spiritual source, finding sanctuary. And I think we're going to leave this message with that last card, but I did have one more. Guidance with the angels. I'm not sure that that's for this message. I'll try to see if there is one, but I feel like we are to leave off with that last card and this have confidence card. Have confidence. Move forward. Moving forward does not necessarily require you to have confidence in yourself. Confidence in God is enough, along with knowing that God works through you and with you in all ways. Lean upon us if your confidence wavers, and we will be happy. We will buoy your courage and faith. Sorry about that. The lighting in here is dim this morning. And there you go. There you have it. There is your Sacred Sunday. Beautiful messages. Beautiful gifts being brought to you from your Divine Creator to strengthen you, to love you, to give you courage. Guys, you are the light. You are the darkness. You are the moon, you are the sun, you are the stars. You are the mountain. Pick yourself up. Put yourself in the hands of your loving Creator and ask for help. You are a force like no other. Love and light to all of you. Until next time, namaste.